the new wave of professional wrestling, Capital Wrestling.
Ronnie Burton unhinged as he's being carried out by the Hoboken police here, as per the restraining order put on them by these cowards.
That's a guitar solo I could gig to, man.
Just go to the VTR. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Capital Wrestling. And as you see, Mr. Entertainment, Harry Turjanian, heading to the ring right now with a huge announcement. We hope to get word about the footage, for the footage of what just happened between the Black and the Brave and Ronnie Burton and Hot Dog Starks.
Thank you. Thank you for that rousing. Okay, all right. You proud of yourself with that one? Was that a good one? Was it worth it? All right. Obviously, a mixed reaction for me, but guess what? I have a mixed feeling about you people as well. Because, let's be honest, each and every week, I attempt to come out here and entertain you fine folks. When I took over Capital Wrestling, it was my goal to present something innovative, to create something new and wonderful. And yet each week, you people boo me, you people are upset. I see what you write on social media. Okay, you know what? Excuse me, an entertainer is speaking, by the way, all right? I'm an award-winning actor, broadcaster, stand-up comedian, which makes me better than you. Okay. Right.
Harry Turjanian not ingratiating himself with
Hoboken,
the Hoboken
New Jersey,
faithful tonight.
I attempted to create something of artistic merit out here and bring some entertainment and value to a town so awful that God himself invented the Hudson River just to keep it from touching New York City.
The Capital faithful.
But each and every
Not
week I
letting him
come
know.
out here, and it becomes a mess. But I'm tired of it. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy. You're not going to ruin all the innovative ideas I have, because tonight of all nights, I have something amazing that's going to change the wrestling business. The Freestyle Tournament, which we will be holding, and I will be awarding the Freestyle Medallion to the winner of said tournament, featuring 8 of the greatest cruiserweights in the industry today.
We've heard about this medallion, this chain being presented.
Now, whether or not you're too unsophisticated and you can't appreciate what I do, you can at least appreciate the work that these cruiserweights bring out here each and every night, and you're going to enjoy it. And I wanted to present the medallion, but you don't deserve it yet.
Doesn't deserve it.
No, sorry. I'm also worried that one of you might snatch it and pawn it, because we are in Hoboken, New Jersey. What would be more freestyle than opening it up to anyone in the roster in the back who wants to step up and take that spot? So we are going to start that tournament right now. It's going to be 2 matches, 4 competitors in each match. And let's start it right now. Let's get the referee out here right now to start this up. And let's start what will be the next generation of greatness here in the Capital Entertainment era.
You heard it here first, folks. When we come back, it's the beginning of the Freestyle Tournament. And again, we'll try and get that footage.
Oh, tonight is the night that Capital Wrestling officially becomes blessed. And do you know why? Because tonight I become your new, not only new, but first ever freestyle champion. Now, it is a big tournament, I understand that very much so, and the guys in it, man, they're good. They're talented guys, they really are. But one's ugly because he wears a mask. The other one doesn't even have hair because he wishes he had hair like me, but no, he's bald. And then the other guy, who cares about the other guy? Because I don't even know the other guy. Because the only thing that matters tonight is I walk in, beat all three of those guys, and become your new and first ever freestyle champion. And that will make Capital Wrestling officially blessed.
Capital Wrestling is brought to you by Infinite CBD. Infinite CBD offers the cleanest, healthiest, and purest form of CBD available. Use the promo code CAP15 for a 15% discount on any purchase.
Are you in need of a lawyer who will fight for you? Well, EDA Law will go off the top rope for you and your needs. Pro wrestling veteran Eric Anderson has brought his no-nonsense approach from the ring to the courtroom. The New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer and his team focuses on business law, criminal defense, and representing members of the pro wrestling industry. For more information, head on over to edalaw.com. That's edalaw.com. EDA Law, for those in the law who wrestled, know how to wrestle the law.
This week's edition of Capital Wrestling Television is brought to you by the home of the Capital Wrestling Podcast, the El Toro Podcast Network. Whether it's Capital Wrestling, the world of professional wrestling, or the world of informational technology, El Toro's Podcast has you covered. Follow them on Twitter at El Toro's Podcast, or subscribe right now on Google Podcast, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio, Podbay FM, or on Apple Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Capital Wrestling. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment, the owner of Capital Wrestling, Mr. Harry Turjanian. Harry?
Oh, Stephen, what an exciting night for you to be joining us here at Capital Wrestling, as this is round one of the Freestyle Championship Tournament, the inaugural tournament to determine who will be Freestyle Champion here at Capital Wrestling, and I am so excited about this one.
And making his way to the ring right now is none other than Hot Boy International himself, Mr. Freestyle KC Navarro, who many say is the presumptive favorite after his performance on Capital 100, taking on the Capital Wrestling champion, Matt McIntosh.
Well,
Reminding Scotty Cerriti that it's Mr. Freestyle now, the ego, the brashness of this young man.
yeah, I hate it when people forget your nickname, though. See, it's branding. It's branding. It's important. It's like when someone forgets to call you Mr. Entertainment. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's a good thing I write it down for you, otherwise you wouldn't remember.
This is going to be such an amazing moment tonight. This tournament, which we still have another round to come. Remember, both men, two men will advance. Two men will be victorious and advance to the next round. This is one of the most important things to ever happen to the freestyle division as it's established.
And also, you forget to mention, was my idea.
Isn't everything your idea?
The good stuff, yeah. Speaking of good, here we go. We see Deranged making his debut here in Capital Wrestling. When you search the world for the cruiserweights, the best cruiserweights in the world, and Zach Amico, I got to give him credit, somehow finding Deranged, former ROH superstar.
You have to wonder how much of that is because of Black Zemis, the mysterious luchador who we saw attack Deranged on episode 100, bringing him back. You can't take credit for everything. I think Black Zemis would have something to say about bringing Deranged back, just to, as he would put it, kill him again. Bring him back from the dead to kill him again.
You can see Deranged removing his mask. By the way, I can take credit for anything I want. It's my company at this point. I don't think you know how it works. And already KC Navarro, a little psychological warfare, a little bit of jaw-jacking.
KC Navarro, a lot of parallels have been drawn between KC Navarro and Deranged here. Just as brash, just as talented. And you gotta wonder, with all of this history there, don't forget Azrieal in the ring as well.
has a shared history with Deranged, both of them being parts of two of them seminal members of Special K. But immediately the face down, the face off between Deranged and Black Zemis, but KC Navarro with a drop kick to Azrieal, sending him outside the ring. This match is underway.
And you can see that the history between these two. KC Navarro stepping in. KC Navarro, maybe he's the new young gun here. He is where Deranged was. I mean, don't forget, Deranged, he's kind of the godfather of this style when he started in Ring of Honor, and an innovator of many of the moves we see nowadays in this, dare I say it, the freestyle division. And Deranged not backing down from this challenge at all. He wants to go right at it.
Now back here to prove a point, perhaps, as Black Zemis looks on. Drop kick by Deranged. So, man, right away, immediately the physicality here, the speed. But Black Zemis there, taking down Deranged.
You can see the strength, the agility. Look at that.
And Deranged sending Zemis down. Spinning around. That arm drag there.
And Deranged suddenly finds himself as the only one in the ring here at the moment. I mean, could this be a sign of things to come? And right away, Azrieal, these two, again, former teammates in Special K, but that was many, many years ago.
The history in this matchup between the three of those men, for sure. Between Azrieal and Deranged being teammates for many years, between Black Zemis and Deranged feuding for years, and KC Navarro not caring about any of that, trying to win the first ever Freestyle Championship tournament with that medallion that you have.
Look at this as these two go at it here, trying to outdo each other. Oh, going for a Hurricane Rana, but caught by Azrieal.
Well, that's the benefit of knowing each other for so long and having teamed together, training together. They know each other's style. They know where each other have been. You could telegraph it. Look at the counters.
And meanwhile, KC Navarro, how smart of him, deciding he's going to take a little bit of a breather. Let the three of these guys fight each other, but quickly. Ooh!
From the outside. Springboard to the outside, almost taking out our camera ringside.
And now suddenly Azrieal finds himself alone, but KC Navarro back in the ring.
As the pace quickens, this might benefit KC Navarro. All four of these men, incredibly agile, but KC Navarro, oh, and look.
Yeah, you can't do any of those flips if you can't see.
And driving him into the steel post. Azrieal goes in the steel post, cover one. Black Zemis back in. That's the thing about these four-way matches. No rest for the wicked.
Wow. And these are cruiserweights, but the sound of those chops.
Has him up. Oh, and look at the impact again. Oh, those strikes. Getting him back up. Feigning a kick.
Trying to go for the eye poke there, but this time Black Zemis catching him.
Has him up.
Now going for maybe perhaps a sleeper, but no. Wow. And just like that, the momentum changes. It's in Black Zemis' favor.
Don't forget, folks, we still have another round matchup to come later when Freddie Flamingo, Blackstrom, Monty, and Jordan Oliver still yet to face off. Two men in this matchup will advance, and two more men from the other matchup will advance into the finals that we'll see in the coming weeks.
Deranged laying those kicks into Black Zemis, but the man who basically brought Deranged out of retirement. He had long hung up the tights. Ooh, tilt-a-whirl.
Backbreaker right on the back, and you can see the pain in the face of Deranged. And again, for good measure, Tornado DDT.
KC Navarro, just when you think you have him, I mean, you know, he doesn't have the size advantage here, but he has the intelligence of somebody who's been wrestling far longer than he has, and that's, ooh.
Oh, and on the outside,
and again,
dragged outside is KC Navarro.
The danger of these, but
gets him up. Hurricane Rana holds on for the pin, cover, 2, 3.
And just like that, we're down to 3 in this four-way matchup.
Black Zemis eliminated here, and Azrieal and KC Navarro still remain. You gotta wonder, what does that mean for Black Zemis and Deranged as Azrieal and Deranged, former friends, face off here, but from behind, KC Navarro shoving Azrieal into Deranged, cover, hook of the tights.
And now Azrieal, who wasn't even scheduled to be in this match, filling in last minute for Jason Carrion, who had some other obligations he had to fulfill. Now he's gone. And just like that,
KC Navarro and Deranged advancing to the next round.
Mr. Entertainment, the owner of Capital Wrestling, Harry Turjanian here, and people ask me all the time, how do you do it week after week? How do you carry the dead weight of someone like Stephen James at the broadcast table? Well, I tell you, it's not easy. Sometimes I feel the aches. I feel it in my muscles and my joints. Well, you know what I do? I use Infinite CBD, because Infinite CBD offers the cleanest, healthiest, and purest form of CBD available. Use promo code CAP15 for a 15% discount on any purchase. That's right, 15. That is the mental age of Stephen James, so don't you forget it. It's easy. CAP15. Hey, I didn't know you were standing there.
Carrying me.
You know, I mean, it's...
At least I know Chuck Payne's name.
Infinite CBD.
fight fans, prepare for the new wave of professional wrestling. Capital Wrestling brings you all of the hard-hitting and high-flying action every week for free on Fight. From the Concrete Rose Sonny Kiss to the Dark Heart Ken Dixon to Capital Champion Matt McIntosh, you won't miss a moment from the Capital. Be sure to download the Fight app in the iOS and Google App Stores, as well as Amazon, Apple TV, and your favorite gaming console. Capital Wrestling. Catch the new wave.
It's time for the fabulous finish of the week, sponsored by To Be the Man.
We're all disappointed that we couldn't see the best of five continue.
And now staring daggers at Anthony Bowens while locking in this maneuver. And tapping out, Darius Carter.
That was the fabulous finish, sponsored by To Be the Man. Available on Amazon.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Capital Wrestling. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment Harry Turjanian. And Harry, what did we just see? Deranged backstage bumping into HC Loke. What is a member of the Carnage crew doing here?
Hey, Steven, as the owner of Capital Wrestling, I'm never done moving and shaking and making acquisitions, but that doesn't mean you have to know about it, okay? That's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know, okay? The only thing you need to know is how to brush your teeth, for the love of God.
Coming up next, we take a look back at how the Apostles of Chaos won the tag team titles.
I mean, your breath smells like an old boxing glove, for the love of God.
Both men facing off with each other. What's the holdup here? Oh! Wait a minute. German suplex. What a despicable human being. And the fans letting MV Young know that he's sold out. Why, MV? Why?
What? Maybe we don't know what's going on yet, Steven. Don't jump to assumptions. Yeah, I mean, MV, maybe he's just trying to motivate his partner a little bit.
Motivate his partner? You are ridiculous, Harry. Are you watching? Do you have those VR goggles on again?
Well, whatever reality, I'm enjoying this reality a lot because it's a reality where Smiley and Juba are no longer the tag team champions.
Your winners and the new Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Apostles of Chaos!
This is a travesty. Harry Turjanian, with glee in his voice, announcing that Juba and Smiley no longer tag team champions. MV Young set up Everett Cross here to give his former, now current family once again the AOC, the tag team titles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Capital Wrestling. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment Harry Turjanian. And what a night we had so far, as in the first round of the Freestyle Tournament, Deranged and KC Navarro moved on.
Yes, but right now we are lucky enough to get a visit. We're lucky enough to get a visit from one half of the tag team champions.
The Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Apostles of Chaos, fighting out of Harwood, New York. He is the Steel City Suplex Machine, MV Young.
MV Young in the ring, one half of the tag team champions, as we saw recently, turning on Everett Cross in a duplicitous manner to stay with the AOC. What's going on with MV Young?
And his opponent.
Well, it doesn't matter so long as Juba and Smiley are not the tag champs. But tonight, MV Young with the championship belt, not on the line. But Everett Cross, the man he double-crossed, pun intended, to get those tag team championships. Everett Cross stepping up when nobody else would, when MV Young didn't have a tag team partner.
Yeah, and what did he get for it? What did he get for standing up and doing the right thing and trying to make an opportunity for himself? But to be turned on, to be used.
Listen, is this any different than a free agent leaving a losing team to sign up with a better one?
Out of the Ring City, he is the Lord of the Ring City, the God of Drivers, Everett Cross.
Everett Cross now looking to defend the honor of his friends Juba and Smiley. And of course, I don't know if you know about this, I got word just recently that Juba is now medically cleared to return to Capital Wrestling. How does that make you feel, Harry?
Oh, they found out he didn't have dementia. That's great. I think that's fantastic.
He's healed up and ready to come back to the Capital.
Wait,
you understand the
just
words
said he was
that
cleared to
I'm
leave the
saying?
hospital. You don't mean he's able to. Yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter. Right now, let's focus on this match. Whether or not he's not here, right? He's not here tonight, right?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would. I'm the owner. You should, if you know, you should tell me.
You should know.
All right, it doesn't matter. Let's just focus on this. MV Young, one half of the current tag team champions, the Apostles of Chaos.
Ooh, and that knee drived under the chin, taking Everett Cross out. MV Young, this new attitude.
Well, it was for a moment MV Young found himself on the outs of the Apostles of Chaos, and that is exactly what he needed to realize where he had to go, what he had to do.
Well, MV Young has always been a man who hasn't backed down from a single challenge, be it Matt Tremont, be it Chuck Payne, a man who doesn't worry about size, who doesn't worry about strength. He throws everything at you, and throwing a drop kick on Everett Cross.
Well, right now, he made the smart decision, joining the Apostles of Chaos. Sometimes you don't know what you have until it's gone. And MV Young realized he was better with the Apostles of Chaos. And what does he have? A tag team championship to show for it. And now Everett Cross being dragged in the ring, but MV Young dragging him right back out, only to break up the count here, just to provide more punishment on the outside here.
But you got to win it in the ring. But MV Young is going to get all the punishing weight, locking it up.
Going for a German suplex, but Everett Cross
onto that chair.
Oh, here he comes, getting some momentum here.
Oh! And exchanging himself, clothesline. Knocking MV Young out of that chair, and the Hoboken faithful happy here. And finally getting this back in the ring is Everett Cross.
Well, they're just happy to see chairs. A lot of these people don't own furniture. But it doesn't matter here. Everett Cross now firmly in control here in this matchup. Looking to exact some revenge after being double-crossed.
You do have to wonder where MV Young is. The AOC can't be too far behind, but conspicuous by their absence here tonight.
Well,
thus far.
Wherever there is chaos, that is where the Apostles of Chaos are to be found. And whether that's here
astute
tonight.
Observation.
I don't appreciate you mocking me here. Look at that.
Suplex dropping him right on his head. A German suplex to be exact.
Now that
with
is
the release
something,
to boot.
That is something you can't mock at all. The form of that Envy Young, so impressive every time.
There is no mocking Envy Young. Let's get this straight. Envy Young is one of the most exciting and powerful wrestlers we have here in Capital Wrestling. It's just the tactics, as we see a double underhook suplex. He's one of the most exciting ones here and ones with the most potential. It's just the tactics I have a problem with. Cover.
Well, you're like one of those people who's complaining that Kevin Durant signed with the Golden State Warriors. He was smart. He signed with a winner. He was tired of losing. And what does he get for it? He is a tag team champion. His first gold here in Capital Wrestling.
And he only had to get it on the backs of Everett Cross.
However he got it, he got it.
Driving that forearm.
Right now, Envy Young is getting it, but there Everett Cross
Countered.
takes one.
Oh, right into that top turnbuckle. German suplex, the neck smashing into it. Rolling senton in the corner. And the American attraction. Armbar rolls into it. He's got him in the center of the ring. This could be it for Envy Young. Will he tap? It's locked in deep. Torquing that arm. Envy Young able to roll out here. And Everett Cross had the pump handle there. Dropping down Envy Young, high impact maneuver cover. 1, 2.
Right now,
who's ready for a driver, says Everett Cross.
Here we go. Ooh, look at that kick from Envy Young.
Countered by Envy Young, educated strikes. Doesn't begin to describe Envy Young as he drove that knee. 3 count. Envy Young
is your winner, Young.
And Envy Young victorious here, conquering every challenge in front of him thus far. One half of the tag team champions here. Somewhere Logan Black, Justin Sinclair, and Chris Bene have to be smiling.
And why wouldn't they? Envy Young making the Apostles of Chaos proud. And I couldn't be prouder that we have some dignified tag team champions for a change.
And Envy Young stands tall as chaos reigns.
Citizens of the Capitol, Zane Decker here at the Capitol Control Center, and what a way to kick off the all-new Freestyle division as we just witnessed the Capitol debut of Deranged. The incredible action continues, and who will join KC Navarro and Deranged in the finals of this tournament to crown our first ever Freestyle champion? No time to rest for the winner of this tournament, as they will have to defend their newly earned championship against international star Australian Suicide at Ready or Not, April 7th in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Australian Suicide will be joined on the show by fellow Aussies Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher of Aussie Open. It appears that an international incident, 3-way tag team encounter, God, that's a mouthful, will go down on the 7th as the Ugly Ducklings and Hot Boys International plan to give Aussie Open a real warm welcome. As we saw earlier in this broadcast, Ronnie Burton and Hot Dog were escorted out of the Capitol by police. It's been reported that Burton breached the restraining order filed against him by Machete Killen. We've received exclusive footage of the arrest. Let's take a look.
Okay, oh my God, if he hits
wait a minute, look who it is, it's Ronnie Burton shoving Eddie Machete down, and Hot Dog Starks is here as well. Down goes Machete.
And these 4 are going at it here.
And look at the brawling here. This is devolving quickly.
Ronnie Burton,
4 of these men.
Ronnie Burton promised he was going to exact his revenge, and he's certainly doing it. And finally, we're We're having some security here, the extra security we hired just for something like this.
Police officers here. What is happening here?
Well, we've had to hire extra security after all the activity here.
Hand on his hip. Trying to separate them.
I had Zach Amico and the Human Resources Department do a little extra security work, and now
He was supposed to be here. We have a restraining
Machete
order.
Killen upset. They do have a restraining order filed
Take him to jail.
on behalf of Capital Wrestling.
I'm sorry, man. You gotta go to jail. Are you kidding me? Sorry, man. Back up! Back up! Those are doors. Take him out! Take him out! Shut up!
It needs to be done here. Again, there was a restraining order filed against the Rock Dogs to keep this thing from
But
happening.
you're letting this devolve, Harry.
Look, they're breaking the law. At this point, it's out of my hands.
They're taking him out of here.
It's out of my hands here, Steven. And Ronnie Burton being escorted here by the police. This is exactly
fair.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him, Ronnie.
Trying to rip Ronnie Burton out of here.
We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them.
And now Machete
Free
Killen
run.
taking a breather here. What's going on here? Being escorted out of the building. Again, Ronnie is in danger of, he's got to leave voluntarily here. He's already being arrested.
Being taken out by the cops, of course, he's condoning it. But he's got his guitar in hand.
Unfortunately, that doesn't go. The police don't take that with you. What the hell is...
Oh, and look,
What's
mocking him.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Eddie Machete
He's not going to jail with it.
bringing a literal machete into the ring here. Killen handing it to him. No. Oh, no, they're sending a message right here. And unfortunately, there's nothing Ronnie can do about it. Handcuffed and being restrained by security.
Oh, shot him right into his guitar. And you can see Ronnie Burton unhinged as he's being carried out. And the Hoboken police here, as per the restraining order put on them by these cowards.
That's a guitar solo I could gig to, man.
I'm gonna kill him back in there. I'm not going anywhere.
Ronnie is currently in the hands of law enforcement officials. He's being arrested. Let's
Get off of him.
No
comment, man. I'm gonna kill him.
After all that Machete Killen has put Burton and Hot Dog through, that was hard to watch. At any rate, keep it locked here at the Capitol Control Center for all of your updates.